A lot of people don't say, "Oh, I like Captain Crunch." I mean, I like Captain Crunch.
I like Captain Crunch,
but
Sherelle is judging me because I eat Captain Crunch.
No.
And she was like, "You too goddamn old to be eating Captain Crunch." And I was like, "That's crazy."
No, I'm not at all.
She was like, "Your old ass is eating Captain Crunch. Grow up."
What I was saying.
She said your old ass need to grow up.
No, I was saying that like most people, it's like, "Oh, what's your favorite cereal?" They might say like Cheerios or.
I don't like Cheerios.
Why don't you like Cheerios?
Because I'm not going through a depression. And even if I am,
what?
Why should I be eating Cheerios? Is not that girl. Yeah.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
It's good for your cholesterol.
Okay, but is it delicious though?
I mean, you put some strawberries in there.
See, I got to do all this extra stuff. Meanwhile,
I love me some Cheerios.
Meanwhile, my Captain Crunch already come with the high fructose corn syrup.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, most people are like, "Oh, I like Raisin Bran."
Or Sherelle's not a quotable source, y'all. No.
Honeycomb.
No, because you...
Apple Jacks.
No, absolutely not.
Listen,
wait, I do like Apple Jacks,
you know
actually.
what I'm saying?
I do like Apple Jacks.
I don't judge anybody on their cereal choice unless they say Fruity Pebbles. You say Fruity Pebbles and
Fruity Pebbles are disgusting.
I will literally... Like you're a gross person.
Because it's like, why would you do that to yourself?
It's nasty.
And it gets soggy real fast.
Yo, I'll never forget, I got in trouble one time because I begged my mom to buy some Fruity Pebbles. And
it didn't turn out the way.
I learned the hard way. And I had to sit at that table until my mother made... She ain't made me eat all of it.
Because then she eat the whole box?
Because I was gagging.
Okay, let's relax.
I was gagging. And you ever get like, black parents, like you get sick and then you get in trouble. Mother was like, "You gag one more time, I'll beat this shit out." I'm like,
Miss Sonya.
But also, I shouldn't have made, she was trying to be a good mom and
I'm screaming.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
So like, long as
I'm sorry. I've had those experiences, but I've had those experiences with vegetables. Never cereal though.
Oh yeah, cereal.
I'm sorry. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
I'll never forget that shit.
That's so crazy.
I'll never forget that. She was mad as hell for like 2 days. Like, you gonna eat this fucking
I'm screaming. I've never had that experience with cereal. Vegetables, yes. Cereal?
See, vegetables? Mm-mm.
That was your jam?
Except for Brussels sprouts. But my mom barely cooked Brussels sprouts, so I ain't have to worry about it.
I'm crying, bruh.
But everything else...
I ain't never heard nothing like that before.
Simone was a problem child with food. Simone ain't like corn. Simone ain't like milk. She don't like nothing.
I didn't like corn either for a long time.
I'm telling you, you and Simone should have been sisters, and me and Rodell should have been siblings.
Probably. Seriously, because he got a weird diet too.
We could have switched.
That man, he'll come to like Thanksgiving and he'll have a plate full of sides. I'm like, "You don't want no meat?" And he'll be like, it's all right.
I feel that. Besides ham.
He eat a little bit of meat, but that man is all sides.
Yeah, see? I get it. I totally understand.
I don't understand.
We'll just hang out.
Where is the meat?
We just...
Where is the meat?
Oh, Jesus.
Don't even bring me no plate unless it got meat on it, okay?
That's crazy. But you can't just eat. You got to have a collard greens.
Yeah.
You got to have some stuffing.
Yeah. I don't eat stuffing. You already know this.
I know, and it blows my mind every time.
I just don't think it's a great dish.
I just don't think you've had the right dish.
It looks funny. It looked like stuffing.
Exactly.
Like stuffing, like if you stuff it.
And you from Philly with a black ass family. Yeah. I know your grandmama and Miss Stephanie was throwing it down.
Do they make? They do make stuffing, but it's not like it's not a big, like, it's not like a.
It's not a main ingredient.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I got it.
No. Mm-mm.
I got my grandma's stuffing recipe. I'm the only one that got it too.
I'm trying to get my mom is the last one in the family who still be bringing out the cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah, in the can.
Yeah.
I'm coming to Thanksgiving next time.
She forgot about it. And it was like, we were like cleaning up the kitchen or something. And she's like, oh, I got cranberry sauce. I'm like, girl, ain't nobody eating that.
Listen, I put my can in the fridge the day before.
Yeah, she pulled it out.
My Aunt Ronnie is the only one that makes homemade cranberry sauce.
Oh, wow, that's special.
And she'd be like, I got my cranberry. We'd be looking at it like,
that's special. Does it taste good?
You don't got no Ocean Spray?
You're out of control.
We want Ocean. Listen, my aunt love my Aunt Ronnie to death, but when she be pulling out that cranberry, so we be like,
not y'all doing her homemade cranberry.
Oh, it's alright because she eat it. She be like, well, shit.
Period. Period.
She be like, well, more for me then. I mean,
period.
Y'all don't gotta eat mine.
I'm screaming.
In the meantime, we opening the can. We slicing that bum up.
Yes.
Period.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's great.
So you don't like cranberry?
I mean, I used to like it, but it's now I'm like,
I could eat it like.
No, I'm good actually.
That's what's up.
No, I'm good.
Like the next morning, I'm getting.
You getting some cranberry sauce
and some ham. There's my breakfast.
I don't eat the ham either anymore. I used to eat the ham, but I don't like ham in general now. So I grew out of that. I think we could start the show.
Sure, because. That makes sense.
Okay. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What's happening?
What's going on?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Oh, we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm, Episode 14 in the building. Hello. 14. We are in our early teens now in this season. We missed our birthday.
Oh my God.
I know. We've been doing the show for, it's 10 years now, actually.
Damn.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo was our birthday. And we missed it. We've been doing the show for 10 years now. So, like, yeah. We've been doing the show for 10 years.
I am embarrassed.
No, I thought about it and I was like, something important.
Girl, today's the
20th. Today is May 20th.
That's crazy.
We're 15 days behind.
We have things going on.
Life is life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's just.
But yeah, so wish us a happy 10th birthday. Right.
Dang.
The Cashapp is $Headwrappod.
There we go. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can say happy birthday.
Or you can leave a review.
That too.
A 5-star review. Do both. You know,
yeah,
some of you, do both.
I agree.
Because some of you not doing either. How about that? You're not even leaving a review. Anyway, I'm gonna be better. No, I'm not.
It's okay.
No, I'm not.
No.
No announcements. No. Sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
Okay, I cannot wrap my head around the fact that a Tyrese Halliburton fan came to the Knicks game the other day, and he was attacked by some Knicks fans. We threw garbage at him, a whole bag of garbage, twice.
Hoodlums.
Well, what are you doing? And I can't wrap my head around him.
Now Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton plays for the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, okay, got it.
The team that the New York Knicks will be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
On May 21st, right?
Right.
And there's a long beef between the Pacers and the Knicks. And it all started with Reggie Miller, who's still talking junk.
That's what he does, though.
He literally does. So it all started when if you ever seen a picture of Reggie Miller doing this, is because he was saying the Knicks was choking. So this has been a long beef between the two teams, right?
Decades old beef.
Not to mention last year, the Pacers did whoop us in the second round of the playoffs because Jalen Brunson got hurt. So did Julius Randle. We were literally a hurt team last year. So Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, and the whole Pacers squad, they did do their thing, blah, blah, blah. They have been doing their thing this whole season, but now it's time for revenge. And that fan wore a Tyrese Halliburton jersey to a Knicks game and expected us to be nice about it. But
was he talking smack too?
He did. He had on a jersey. That's talking smack. That's enough.
I can't talk as the Eagles fan, so I'm gonna just let you finish.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the Eagle rival? Who's the Giants?
No, it's the Cowboys.
Right. So imagine going to an Eagles game in Philadelphia and somebody walking around with a Micah Parsons jersey on.
It's a lot of sellouts in Philly.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of Cowboys fans in Philly.
Really?
It is. And
even now?
Even now. Still to this day. And they continuously talk shit. And I'm like, bitch, have you been to the dance?
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. So
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I do. I'm with you.
Tyrese Halliburton allegedly is, well, not allegedly, he did say it, that he's flying out that young man who happens to be a firefighter.
Damn.
He's flying him out for one of the games so he could support the Pacers.
You didn't see that fire happening from a mile away?
You know what? And it's fine because we just gonna whoop their ass in there too.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Listen, it's not a game. It's not a game.
You saw your boy, what is it? Spike with this?
I did. He looks great at Cons.
Cans.
Is it Cans?
It's Cans.
You know what? I've watched that episode of Girlfriends so many times and I still mispronounce it.
Cannes Film Festival. Mm-hmm. With that tacky suit on. It looked tacky.
I think he looked great. I will say, I don't know. Like, I would love to meet Denzel Washington, but I think he's mean.
Why?
I don't know. I think he's just mean. Like,
I don't think he's mean. I think he's he's probably very like.
He told Pedro Pascal, like, we're not friends. Like, and then his wife came up and he was like, there's your friend. I was like, yo, damn, like.
He's from New York.
This is true, but like.
So what are you? I don't know what you're expecting. Like,
I just like when I heard that click, I was like,
listen. Denzel knows about Hollywood. Okay, he said he can't call everybody a friend because y'all be doing some weird shit as Diddy.
You know what? Okay? Points were made.
You know what I'm saying?
Points were made. So
he's like, until I know you, I'm going to keep you at an arm's length. We're colleagues.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He just be so blunt with it.
But like, Pedro was like, I'd love to come over for a drink, So Pedro wants to be friends with him,
Yeah, Paulette he was like, no, there go your friend. I was like,
see?
Damn.
I don't hate it.
Hey, Mount Vernon.
He's at that age. He's at that age.
He is. Like, I don't
even have to finish the sentence. You know what I mean when I say that.
Like,
he's at that age.
Dang.
Hey, it is what it is. I love it.
I am excited to see that movie though. So
which one?
The one that was just premiered at Cannes. I think it's called Highest to Lowest with him and his new bestie A$AP Rocky. So.
Oh my God.
Listen, A$AP having an amazing year. But anyway.
I mean, I guess if my baby mama paid it off for me to get off of scot-free, I would be having a great year too.
Yikes.
Come on, dog.
Come on, dog.
You don't think Rihanna took some of that money from that $1 billion account and was like, we don't have to talk about this?
I don't really know much about the case. I just know that he had gun charges. I don't even know, like, did he shoot somebody? Did they live? What happened?
I don't know.
So I've never been, I know Ebony will probably see this and will like roast me, but I've never been an A$AP Rocky aficionado. Like, he's cool. I have no problem with him. I have no problem with the A$AP fam. But because I want no smoke with Harlem. But I just never was like, oh, okay, cool. He's that guy that raps.
I don't know any A$AP Rocky songs.
I know a few. Fashion Killer. What's that one song with that album? Whatever. Anyway, what can you wrap your head around? I just know Fashion Killer.
That
Rihanna
one song with that album.
Rihanna was in the video.
Period.
I feel like that's where their journey first started.
Period. I don't really have much that I can't wrap my head around this week, honestly. I mean, I did have a weird situation in my bedroom where I... No, not like that.
I'm about to say, she about to get us.
No.
We involved.
No. No, we are not involved. I pulled the little chain from the fan. Oh. And the whole chain came out of the fan.
Oh no.
So they came and fixed it today, but it was two rough days. It was 2 rough days. I had my ace. You would have hated it in here.
It was like the Arctic in here?
Yes, because my fan wasn't working.
Oh, well, I think that's valid.
I had it on 66.
Yeah. Oh.
I've already turned the fan off. Every time she come over here, I turn the fan off because apparently it's a big deal because she be cold allegedly.
I literally feel like a polar bear.
Do you need a blanket?
No, I'm good right now. It's actually very comfortable in here.
Yeah, because I turned the fan off.
Yeah. Then she has the fan on turbo. Like.
Well, I just want the
turbo.
Well, no, because you ever go to somebody's house and you're like, oh, it feels cool in this room. But then you go to another room and you're like, well, so I just want the nice, fresh, cool, crisp air to circulate the entire place.
I feel that. That's
You
fair.
know, I feel like it should be crispy everywhere you walk in my place. It's not that big, but I feel like it should be crispy.
No, I understand that.
You know?
I definitely do.
You know?
I get that.
I like it crispy.
I understand.
You know?
Damn, that's crazy though.
Yeah, it was like 11 at night. I was like, excuse me?
I feel like they need to stop with the like strings and fans now. Everything should be like
Remote?
yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I just feel like it's like think about it like you'd have to get up. You don't got to get up now. It's just like, oh, turn it down.
Caveat, I have one of them little, those grabbers.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the bed and I don't feel like getting up, I take them.
I get it.
I take
Wait,
the-
is that why the string came down?
Well, I don't think so, but I do, now that we're talking about
Is that-
I do feel like maybe the grabber was putting a little bit too much tension
Yeah,
on
especially
the
'cause,
string,
like-
and so eventually, but I would be grabbing it very gently, so I don't know. Anyway, I do use a grabber to turn on, the fan up and down at night sometimes. Sue me, okay, whatever.
Oh wait, this was over here.
So yeah, there's that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, anyway, that's all.
Light stuff.
Light stuff this week, fine, great. You ready to jump in?
Ciao.
Okay, let's see.
Jump in, jump out, turn yourself around.
Oh my God, you know what I saw this week?
Remember that?
I saw an ad for Skip It, the old school ad. Do you remember Skip It?
Bitch, give me a skip it right now.
Ankles be all busted up.
I
Skip it, skip
had
it.
a skip like, yo.
I had one.
If there was no cars in the driveway, it's a wrap.
We was on the sidewalk, child.
Okay, like yo,
Skipping it, busting. I mean, those things were so heavy.
and it like they would get messed up. I felt bad. Like
Yeah.
it's like you know it's brand new and you just got it all up
Yeah.
against the concrete.
Yes.
That's what's you know what good for skip it's. Little people that still play hand games.
I haven't played a hand game in so long. I don't even know if I still.
I'll beat you in numbers right now.
Let's come on.
Wait, hold on.
Is it? Wait.
How you play it?
Is it like? Oh wait.
Oh, I do a.
There you go. There you go.
They about to be like, what in the hell?
No, y'all gotta know what that is.
If y'all don't know what numbers is,
we called it numbers in Philly too, but other cities like called it something different.
what do you call it? Hand slapping?
Slide.
No.
Yeah, no, because it was slide. And you was, yes.
Oh, we can. Yeah, but it's still numbers. I played it that way, like where it's just like.
Love girlhood.
Like no, for real.
For real.
No, seriously.
Love girlhood.
If that wasn't your childhood, I'm sorry.
I hate that
I'm
for
really
you.
sorry.
And I wonder if the young girls do be playing that now.
Yo, I'm about to teach my niece.
I'm telling you, it's time.
I'm about to be on FaceTime like, this what you do.
Yes. and the four-way Miss Mary Mac.
Yes. Oh my
Now
God.
that one I don't remember, but when you have 4 people and y'all hit that too.
Hell yeah. Child. Well, I'm about to make an origami thing. You know, like you got to pick a color, then you got to pick a number.
Oh yeah.
Then you got. I'm about to do that. I'm about
We
to
used to
make
call
one.
it. We used to call it the Chinese fortune teller.
Yep.
That's racist.
No, I think that's where it came from.
I don't want no problems, y'all.
You know what? See, that. I'm beyond. That's gonna piss me off. Well, shut up. Okay, it's paper. It's paper.
I don't want no problems.
It's paper.
I don't want anyone to be offended. That's what we called it back in the day. Okay. We only have 3 things on our list for politics.
Oh,
Wonderful.
yes.
Which one you want to start with?
Wait. Why does my thing?
Did it update?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
I guess we can really go down the list just the way it is. Like,
Let's do that.
so unfortunately, former President Joe Biden has revealed that he has an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Unfortunately, it has matriculated to one of his bones. And while we are wishing Joe Biden a successful recovery,
Yeah.
everybody else, first of all, is acting like he's getting ready to see the white light at any second now. Even worse, the Trump administration is saying some really nasty things about Joe Biden.
I have the clip of J.D. Vance.
Okay.
Let's see. They asked him about his cancer diagnosis.
Speaking of Joe Biden, sir, do you have any thoughts on his diagnosis?
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, of course, we wish the best for the former president's health. And, it sounds pretty serious, but hopefully he makes the right recovery. Look, I will say, whether the right time to have this conversation is now or at some point in the future, we really do need to be honest about whether the former president was capable of doing the job. And that's no, that you can separate the desire for him to have the right health outcome with the recognition that whether it was doctors or whether there were staffers around the former president, I don't think he was able to do a good job for the American people. And that's not politics. That's not because I disagreed with him on policy. That's because I don't think that he was in good enough health. In some ways, I blame him less than I blame the people around him. And why didn't the American people have a better sense of his health picture? Why didn't the American people have more accurate information about what he was actually dealing with? This is serious stuff. And this is a guy who carries around the nuclear football for the world's largest nuclear arsenal. This is not child's play, and we can pray for good health, but also recognize that if you're not in good enough health to do the job, you shouldn't be doing the job. Okay.
But he's not doing the job. He's the former president of the United States, and he did it with class. I don't like this, man.
What does having a cancer diagnosis have to do with you running the country?
Especially now when he's not in the Oval Office. So why do we need to? So if that's the case, we need to have a conversation about Jimmy Carter. We need to have a conversation about what's his name? George Bush. Both of them. Mm-hmm. We need to have a conversation about Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. We can have a conversation about your boss, the first term. Let's see if Barack Obama had a cold during his tenure.
These are not good people. There's nothing you can say to me to make me feel like, well, maybe no. These are not good people.
They're not.
They're horrible, shitty people.
Horrid. Like
they just ask you, how do you feel about, what are your words? You can say, much respect, my condolences to his family. I hope he gets better. That's it. This whole rant about, fuck off.
Horrible.
No, there was no reason for this.
There was no. If I was a reporter. If I was that reporter, I would have cut the mic. Like, no, never mind. Because you don't just say we wish him well wishes, but I think this is the right time, or maybe in the future, to have a conversation. Why? Why do you need to talk about his health after the Oval Office? During the Oval Office? If this came out during the Oval Office, okay, fine. I can understand people's wheels being like, well, what's going to happen? Woo, 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 woo. But he's no longer in the office, and we have no clue, because you're not a doctor. You're definitely not a doctor. You can't sit here and be like, because that's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of speculation that, he probably was sick. That's why, a lot of people were pushing for him not to. So they're blaming the Democrats. The narrative that I'm seeing is that people are blaming the Democrats for potentially knowing about Joe Biden's alleged sickness at the time. Mm-hmm. And that's why they were pushing for Kamala Harris to step in and for Joe Biden to step out.
I don't know. What I do know is that was nasty.
Nasty is all outdoors. And
uncalled for, and not very vice presidential like.
But I mean, listen, he's the Grim Reaper, so maybe he knows a little something. I don't know.
Did you hear that they're sending him back over there to for the inauguration of the new pope or whatever? Oh my God. He gonna kill another pope.
Well, he did meet the pope.
The new one?
Yeah, he did meet the new pope, like very briefly. And he was like, oh, okay, like, good to meet you.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't know. You ain't about to touch me. The last pope you touched. Sorry.
He killed them. Allegedly. I'd say allegedly.
I'm sorry.
So I don't get sued by the CIA or the FBI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't need Cash Patel running up in here.
Damn.
But, his big ass eyes. Anyway. Like, does he blink? I was even watching him in here. He
probably not.
Like, you always on watch, nigga? Anyways. But we wish you the very best, Joe Biden.
Yes.
Get better. Mm-hmm. Get better soon.
Yeah.
And
hope you have a great recovery.
That's it.
Yeah.
We wish you well.
Yes.
Unlike others.
Oh my God. So nasty.
Speaking of nasty. Speaking of nasty, everybody who is listening, watching, sharing, if you are a HBCU grad, you need to understand what is going on here.
This is some scary shit.
So, if you have not known, HBCUs have been under attack long before Trump got in office, but when he got back in office, it became a lot worse. And one of the things that was in Project 2025, that we constantly were talking about and warning you about, that stuff like this was going to happen, was kind of reshaping historically black colleges and universities. And they have started already with Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, which is a HBCU in Tallahassee. Let me tell you what's going on. For a couple months now, Florida FAMU has been without a president after a very large and weird donation.
That's right. We talked about that too.
Okay, we sure did. Very large and weird donation was given to FAMU, which kind of sparked the board of trustees to get their president up out of here. Like, why did you just accept this random gift? I understand, cash rules everything around me, but it really wasn't even cash. So it was, kind of odd. Long story short, they got the president up out of here, which prompted a search for a new president. There was a few people, including FAMU's, basically like their chief officer, who's already been at FAMU, another gentleman who was over at the University of Maryland of Eastern Shore, another HBCU, and University of Central Florida. So you have 3 candidates that are already in the higher education space. Then you had this lady named Marva Johnson, who
looks a hot fucking mess. I'm sorry.
Hot mess.
She looks a mess.
And when I say FAMU alum, donors, Hollywood elite, including alum Will Packer, was like, who we don't want as a president is Marva Johnson.
Even the students. Come to find out, guess who was named the new president of FAMU?
Miss Marva Johnson. And when I say there are already students talking about transferring, I saw a couple girls on TikTok. Welcome to Aggie Land.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on down.
Because we don't play that nonsense.
Come on down.
And this is just really nasty. Marva Johnson never worked in higher education. She actually came from corporate America. She was a leader over at Charter Communications. Oh my God. And this is how you know that this is all about the MAGA agenda. When the Florida Attorney General congratulates somebody in that regard,
That's crazy.
I'm just going to read his. So first of all, FAMU, they did post about it. Florida A&M Board of Trustees announces Marva Johnson as president-elect. The appointment will move to confirmation by the Florida Board of Governors. Florida's Attorney General, his name is James Youthmere. That's a horrible looking name. Say congratulations to Marva and FAMU. What a terrific selection for the university community. And well done by Team DeSantis and the SUS for driving this home. Great result for Florida's higher ed and next generation of leaders.
Oh my God.
This lady is all up in MAGA. But again, this was part of the Project 2025 agenda. Somebody was tweeting, noticing a pattern with Florida state schools in this political climate. It happened with my alma mater, Florida International University, as well. The appointment of GOP corporate-backed individuals with little experience in higher education taking positions as presidents of universities with lack of transparency and community input. One of Florida's political leaders, who also is a adjacent professor at FAMU, held a town hall meeting maybe a week before this appointment was made. Very, very vocal about who they did not want. And when I say Marva Johnson's name came up so many times, I was listening to the clips. Will Packer put out a call to action saying, absolutely freaking not, in the most professional way possible.
There was also someone who else, was it were you talking about the guy who was also in the running for being the new president-elect, who was also he worked somewhere in the staff already. So he was already.
Yes, he's like their chief, I think like their chief officer or something. He's one of their chief officers.
They did everything to block that man out. Everything to block that man out.
I mean, it's almost like if you have a chief operating officer and the president is gone, I mean, look at J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. God forbid they get Donald Trump up out of here. Hopefully, next in line is J.D. Vance. That's just called protocol.
Right.
So you would think that's how it would be, or they would want somebody else that already has the experience. I literally told you another candidate came from another HBCU. Another one came from another school in Florida. Mm-hmm. So where does Marva Johnson fit in other than she's a black lady with a MAGA agenda?
This is nasty work.
I personally feel like, FAMU, this is enough for you to riot.
No, I agree, actually.
This is enough for you to riot. This semester is over. I don't want to see the decline of an HBCU, but I would love to see, I can't wait to find out how many people over the summer are transferring because of this.
Yeah, transferring or declining their, their acceptance.
There's so many other schools. There's other HBCUs in Florida, Bethune-Cookman. You can go up to Georgia, go to Morris Brown. Morris Brown is having an incredible comeback.
Thank God.
An incredible comeback. God. So there's other options. Mm-hmm. You know, I have FAMU alum in my family. I haven't had this conversation with her about how she feels about it.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure she's disgusted.
Yeah. I would be pissed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would, if this was A&T, I would be pulling up.
Yeah, this is craziness.
This is insane.
I'm FAMU. I really do feel that this is enough for you to riot. I don't want to hear nothing about homecoming because that'll be next.
Right. And then also, I think, as, other people who have alumni of other HBCUs should also be paying attention.
Yeah. Because it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
Not everybody's president is going to stay for, everybody can't have a Harold L. Martin.
He stayed for a long time.
He stayed for a very long time, and now we got another Martin.
Is that his son?
No.
It's not his son?
I don't know.
Isn't his name also Harold Martin Jr. or something?
No.
I'm like, are you related?
I know his last name is Martin, but...
Oh, okay. I was like, is that his son? I was like, okay, keep it in the family, I guess. Yeah. No?
James R. Martin.
Oh.
The second. PhD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we had a Harold, now we got a James.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. Well, yeah, so FAMU.
I'm going to read up on him too.
FAMU, I don't know what to tell you, honey. This is interesting. But yeah.
At least A&T's came from he came from the University of Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? At least he came from.
Right. Ugh. Okay, what we got next?
What do we have next? Political retribution, which is going on not really up in New Jersey, really on Capitol Hill, but New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver is facing federal assault charges.
Damn.
For what the Department of Justice is calling an assault on law officers. So, I'm going to paint the picture.
Okay.
A couple weeks, May 9th, actually. Mm-hmm. May 9th, there was a whole raid of migrants by Homeland Security, and they were brought to the ICE detention center up in New Jersey. Protests from religious leaders, state leaders, city leaders. They were on the grounds protesting this egregious act, including Newark's mayor, who was arrested for protesting.
Right.
He was released, but he still faced misdemeanor charges. However, during that protest, there was a rift between ICE officers and the protesters, just like any other protest that happens.
Right.
And Congresswoman McIver just happened to be in the tussle. Now, I actually have video of it, and you guys can be the judge of it.
Oh my God.
I don't see that she did anything wrong, but other than just being a black lady at a protest.
I don't think I've seen this video. Let me see.
Here we go. She's in the right.
Okay. And they're saying that she assaulted?
Yes, they are literally charging her with violation of Title 18 for assaulting, impeding, and interfering with law enforcement. This is coming from New Jersey acting U.S. Attorney Alina Habba, who used to be Donald Trump's lawyer.
This is a mess.
So she went from being his lawyer to the New Jersey acting U.S. Attorney.
Of course she did.
Okay? Yeah, it really is.
She was being pushed around.
Literally. But black woman in the political space.
This is so ridiculous.
Right place at the wrong time.
This is so ridiculous.
Right place at the wrong time. And it has gotten really, really nasty. Even this is how you know Donald Trump literally doesn't know what's going on. And granted, as president, he can't know everything.
Right.
But if a reporter asks you a question, you can physically just say, "Oh, I haven't had a chance to learn about that." This is what he said when a reporter asked him about Congresswoman McIver.
Democratic Congresswoman.
Oh, give me a break. Did you see her? She was out of control.
Did you address
those days are over. The days of woke. The days of woke. No, I didn't. The days of woke are over. That woman, I have no idea who she is. That woman was out of control. She was shoving federal agents. She was out of control. The days of that crap are over in this country. We're going to have law and order.
So 1 minute you don't know who she is, but next minute she's out of control. Is it Uchi Wally? Is it one mic? You don't know who she is, but she's out of control.
Every time I hear these white motherfuckers say woke.
Oh, cringe.
And I know this is completely off topic, but this is why we need to gatekeep what black people say.
Oh.
Because one, they're using it all wrong.
I don't even know what woke has to do with. This has nothing to do with nothing.
This is the end of woke. Shut the fuck up, you white bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
No, I don't think you need to be, because a lot of Democratic Congress people have spoken out, obviously standing with McIver, including the very mayor who was arrested and had the charges dropped against him. His name is I can't pronounce this. It's Raz. Newark Mayor Raz Baraka. He was like, let me be clear. I stand with LaMonica McIver,
right.
And I know that she's going to be vindicated because this is wrong, despite my misdemeanor charges being dismissed. But a lot of Congress people have spoke out. Florida. I always get him and Baltimore mayor mixed up. I don't know why, but yeah. Congressman Maxwell Frost, he said the only thing Congresswoman LaMonica McIver is guilty of is standing up to Trump's illegal actions and fighting back against the administration's cruel abuses of immigrants.
Yes.
I think the most interesting of them all was something that Representative Alma
Adams.
I am really.
It's fine. It's okay. It is okay. Alma Adams. Good God. She said something that I thought was really, really interesting. Okay.
She said the charges against Representative LaMonica McIver are baseless and a blatant attempt to weaponize the Department of Justice against members of Congress. The administration seems to have issues with black women lawmakers doing their job. I will continue to stand with Representative McIver until these blatant, ridiculous racist charges are dropped, and proudly thank her for her courage. We will not be intimidated and will not stop holding this administration accountable.
Clock it.
But I thought her call on black women, this administration have an issue with black women, is right on time.
Oh yeah, we said that.
Right on time. You remember that little boy that was at the State of the Union Congress address that Donald Trump made? That little black boy that allegedly was fighting cancer and had 13 surgeries, and I remember that wanted to be a cop.
Yes.
Yeah. That same little boy was seen on camera talking to a group of grown-ass men and calling, what did he call Congresswoman Crockett? A burnt marshmallow. I've been saying forever, that's a grown-ass man.
He looked like a grown-ass man.
Don't tell me that's not a 13-year-old boy. I mean, he's literally standing there, hands in pocket, like he's talking to a coworker in the break room. And they just laughing. So I don't want to see that grown ass man again. I'm sorry he's sick, but what you're not going to do is parade him around while he's sitting here berating black women that look like his mama. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
I just want to say that I told y'all last year that they were going to be trying to use black women against you, and they were going to make it seem like we were bad, we were mean, and all this. And I was right. I was absolutely right. I was right.
I'm not looking forward to. I have a theory.
Okay.
Because former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms did launch her campaign for governor of Georgia earlier this week. Speaking to some Georgia residents, they're kind of like,
yeah, they're not feeling her. Apparently, she's not the. I think she gave the go ahead on Cop City, and so that. Yeah. But
I have a feeling that there's going to be another woman who is going to throw her name in the ring for governor. And I could be Michael Jordan stretching it. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to throw her hat in the ring for governor. And I say that because she has no plans on running for senator. And in my opinion, a congressperson, the next step would be to be a senator. So for her to not...
Sherelle, that is the worst thing you could have ever said. Oh, my God.
I just have this theory. She's been a little more quiet. She's not really speaking a lot. She did have something to say about LaMonica McIver. But, okay.
Shocker.
Right. But she's been... I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be surprised.
Oh, my God.
And I just think that it's going to be nasty work for the state of Georgia.
Oh, my God.
That's just my theory.
You think so, for real?
I do. Once I saw that she's not putting in a bid for Senate, I was like, you're comfortable being at this level? Because being a governor... Imagine a MAGA that extreme being the governor seat. Brian Kemp wasn't, we kind of learned a little bit. He wasn't as bad as we thought he was. You know what I'm saying? So.
Sherelle, that would be a nightmare.
Look.
Oh my God.
That's just my theory.
I don't even want to think about this right now. I'm sick. I'm about to throw up. The thought of it makes me sick.
There's been a few other people that have said that have been rumored to, throw in their hat for governor. Keisha Lance Bottoms is the first to officially launch her campaign. But, why not have a blonde white woman throw her shit in there too?
I don't like this. I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but I don't live there. So.
God damn.
I'm sorry. Listen. If Marjorie Taylor Greene throws her hat in the ring for governor of Georgia, knowing what y'all know about her, and you elect her anyway, I don't got nothing to say.
Well, we know that also Georgia has a really strange situation with election suppression.
You have a strange alliance to losers.
Yes.
Quoting Cat Williams.
Yes, you guys have have had voter suppression issues in the future with Stacey Abrams and twice.
And apparently some other people have told they didn't really think Stacey was supposed to be the one either. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Georgia and black women, but apparently.
Oh my God, I can't. That's too much. Okay, that is all we have for politics today. We've got a lot of trending topic stuff.
I just want to say, if it does come out that Marjorie Taylor Greene, there's certain things that I've said that have happened. I'm starting to think I'm psychic a little bit because
I'm gonna be sick.
We've said things on the show and then it happens.
Yes.
And I'm like, Sierra said that would happen. I said that would happen.
It's time to start playing the lottery at this point.
No, for real, every day.
It's time to start playing the lottery. Do you understand?
Every day.
It's getting weird, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
I could use a couple thousand. I don't even need the million. Just throw me $750,000. I'll be good to go.
Give me that million, because I don't know how much taxes take. I'm not good at math.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to start with Diddy case updates since we're here? And
Sure.
Diddy case updates. Cassie has fully, completely testified. And it is as bad as you thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else has testified at this point?
Apparently Dawn Richards is getting ready to testify.
Oh, she's already started. Dawn Richard.
Has she?
Yes. I've been keeping.
Is it Dawn Richard?
Yeah, it's Richard.
Oh, I thought it was Richards.
Because she's from New Orleans, so you know to be saying their names kind of funny down there. That's how she says her name.
Hey.
Yeah. Dawn Richard has testified. They've got a couple of gigolos who they found who will be testifying soon.
You know what's crazy? Oh, Diddy's bodyguard.
That's right. Is this the one who be on all them other shows though? The one who be talking everywhere?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's not the same guy.
Something tells me. I don't. You know what? I don't know. So a lot of people are questioning why there's no cameras in the courtroom, and that is because by law, when there's these are federal charges that Diddy is facing. This ain't just some stuff from Harlem. They're not there's no cameras allowed in the courtroom. Okay, so just educating y'all on that.
Yeah, it's this, and it's the government versus Diddy.
Correct.
Not Cassie.
Right.
And this is about sex trafficking.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So I know you're like, well, why was she a lot of your sexism and misogyny is showing, and it's like, well, and we can get into that.
Yeah, we sure
because it's not just been with Cassie this week. It's been Cassie. It's been Megan. It's been Halle.
Oh my.
Halle Bailey. So apparently there was a fake rumor that went around that said that Kelsey actually shot Megan. Guess what? That's a fucking lie. That's a lie.
Oh,
you know?
Oh my God.
Yes.
I said to Simone earlier this week, I want Meg to get some extra security.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want her to get some extra security because people have lost their mind and they're not thinking. So first.
Yeah.
I really need y'all to put y'all thinking caps on, for real. Let's go back to nursery school. Put your thinking caps on, boys and girls. And first of all, Tory Lanez allegedly gets stabbed in prison multiple times. Okay. Now all of a sudden there's new evidence.
Just out of
nowhere.
Evidence.
Out of nowhere. That Kelsey Harris's bodyguard. Okay. One. Why in the fuck would Kelsey Harris need a bodyguard?
And hello?
Who is she?
Quickly. I couldn't point that bitch out if she was in front of me right now.
She is Megan Thee Stallion's former best friend. Do you think Rihanna's best friend Melissa is walking around with a bodyguard? It's not happening. It doesn't, that's not how it works. So why would her bodyguard suddenly, who hasn't come forward, we don't know what this nigga look like, nothing. He done told somebody to tell somebody lawyer to say that, oh yeah, actually Kelsey did it. And why would Kelsey shoot Meg? But wait, I thought y'all said she wasn't shot. Y'all said she stepped on glass.
Y'all did say that.
And then why would Tory Lanez protect some chick that he doesn't even have an alliance? That wasn't his girl. You were sleeping with Meg. We already know that. We know that. You were sleeping with Meg. You probably was sleeping with Kim. Why all of a sudden would you go to prison for 10 years for some chick that is just met because you knew Megan Thee Stallion? Let's keep it a buck here. But not to mention now you have Congress people, lawmakers calling for Gavin Newsom to pardon him. And allegedly, there is some new evidence that is being released within 36 hours. I don't know why we have to wait. Hold on. I'm going to tell you the actual name.
I saw this and I forgot. I did see this. Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you the name of the Congress, the lawmaker.
This is some bullshit.
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna claims evidence proving Tory Lanez's innocence will be released within the next 36 hours.
How long has it been since that came out?
8 hours ago.
I don't believe this shit.
Yeah, here she goes. We have compelling evidence proving Tory Lane's innocence and will be released within the next 36 hours. Those who rush to call for his incarceration and worse yet push false evidence should prepare to be held accountable. Who is this representative? Florida. You don't even got nothing to do with this.
Why is you here? Wait, didn't the case happen in Florida?
No.
Where did it happen at?
California.
Oh, why did I think they were in Miami?
No.
And there you go. And honestly, there you go.
She just said, just spoke with Tory Lanez from inside prison. Despite being stabbed multiple times, his spirit remains unbroken and he's deeply grateful for the opportunity to prove his innocence. The question now, when will Governor Gavin Newsom finally review the case and pardon him?
Girl, fuck you. You're just trying to get some clout so you can, I don't know, do something else with that name. Girl.
Yeah, because I don't understand why a Florida Congresswoman has anything to do with... But I think she's all about gun laws and things like that, so that could be a thing.
Okay, then worry about Florida.
Right. With like there's the misogyny that I've been seeing. Oh, fucking DJ Academics.
And then between that and then Holly Bailey.
Oh my God.
Did a restraining order.
Yeah.
Out on her baby daddy DDG, cause he's acting a fool, acting an ass. And everybody's like, well, you know, she should have known better, you know, da da da. And I'm like, why she leave him? And I'm like, God forbid a bitch don't want to get beat the fuck up while she's in a relationship with a man. The nerve of her. What?
Y'all are just nasty.
Y'all are weird.
Like all of y'all are just nasty as hell. And I really do pray that none of you have family members, friends, loved ones that ever find themselves in that situation and they feel the need to confide in you. I feel bad for them.
Because I'm pulling up like Eve from Love is Blind. See, I don't even know you and I hate you. Okay? But all I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. Don't play with me. No.
I really do. I really do pray that nobody has to go through that situation and then has to confide in that person.
Seriously.
Who's online talking shit about Haley Bailey, now Sky Jackson.
Right, that's right. She was another, she did put a restraining order out on her baby daddy too. You know, Holly Bailey talking crazy about Casey. She should have been left.
Y'all calling Cassie the industry whore. I don't understand why her husband hasn't left her. How did he get her pregnant 3 times knowing what he knows? It's called love, bitch.
Some of y'all are so superficial.
It's called love.
Some of you are so superficial and you're going to miss out on your love because you think that it's all about body count and all this other weird shit that doesn't matter. That girl was groomed. She was raped. She was drugged. From a young age, for 10 years?
10 years. And even one of the gigolos. I heard like the story, one of the gigolos that was named in this lawsuit. He's been talking about this for years about what he experienced with DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, Diddy, Cassie. He hasn't been silent about it. However, he had some issues that suddenly landed him in prison. And even when he was in prison, he was talking about... His story hasn't changed. His story has not changed. So it's like, if he's telling you, like, I watched Diddy stomp her out. I watched him force her to take drugs. I watched him do this. I watched him do that. How are you going to turn around and just say, well, you know... she wanted the fame and the glory and all that shit like that. Like,
even with the video that you saw,
right,
where he literally pulled up on her, all he had on was a towel, knocked her down, pushed her, dragged her by her hair back to the room,
and paid the hotel $50,000 for the video.
And y'all like, she should have left. How?
I mean, eventually she got out. Thank God.
Thank God.
Oh, not to mention,
she's lucky to be here.
Not to mention, Cassie's mother testified.
Yep, that's right.
Cassie's mother testified and said that Diddy asked her to give back the money when she came to get her daughter and was like, well, run my money back.
Yep.
So I was talking to Davina. Hey, Davina.
Hey, Davina.
And she has a theory, and I I agree with it.
Okay. What
Because
is it?
she said that she thinks that Diddy's going to get charged or, be convicted on abuse for Cassie, Dawn, and some of the other victims that he has on his roster.
Okay.
But when it comes to the sex trafficking and stuff, she thinks that he's going to get off. And she also thinks that even when he's convicted of the abuse for Cassie and some other victims, that they're going to look at it as time served, that he's already, served. And the reason that she said that she thinks that he's going to get off on the sex trafficking is because he knows too much. I'm pretty sure that the FBI here, and what made me agree with her is the fact that the FBI already raided his homes.
Yes.
They have the list. They have the names, and none of them have been revealed. So she feels that there's so many there are names on that list that if they are revealed, it would literally blow up not just the music industry, but all the industries, from politics to the arts to music. Think about it.
Like on some, like, what's that dude who allegedly killed himself?
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
And when she said that, I had to think about it. I was like, you know what? Points were made. Because if you got all these people, why aren't you releasing their names? Why we got to hear from Vlad TV? Because I bet you there's politicians on that list.
Damn.
Big time lawyers.
That's so terrible.
All types of, I'm pretty sure New York dignitaries. Listen. So.
This is terrible.
That's just Davina's theory. I'm slightly adapting it because I'm just kind of like,
I don't know law as much as you do. So I'm just like, just paying attention to everything. But damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
come to find out, Kid Cudi is also being called by the prosecution to testify since it's, we already know that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Sure did.
Was it because they were in a relationship or he just looked at Cassie?
I probably just looked at Cassie and he ain't like that.
Dude.
He was possessive and crazy.
Don't make me call J. Cole.
They need to be calling up Carisha. Carisha, Farnsworth, Bentley. I know Farnsworth knows some shit.
I know Farnsworth knows some shit. I know Carisha knows some shit.
Ryan Leslie.
I know Mace.
Hell yeah.
It's probably...
I'll be sure it's supposed to be testifying, right?
Apparently, yep. But his mom just passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I know Day 26 knows something. So, okay. And then we can move on. They did say that allegedly Aubrey O'Day was supposed to testify.
Right.
But then I saw with TMZ, TMZ can be a reliable source at times.
Right.
That she said that she's not testifying. She just happened to be in New York City for another event. And Simone said, if she does not testify, I don't want to hear nothing else about it.
From her. Correct.
You've been talking about this for years.
I would be contacting the government my damn self. Subpoena me so I can come.
Literally. Can I talk to the FBI?
Please.
Who do I talk to?
Who do I talk to?
I'll come get the subpoena.
Yes. Listen, put me on a stand. I'm begging you.
But this is allegedly she's not testifying. And what Simone said, I was like, you know what, points are made.
No, seriously, because...
Unless somebody got to you. But I mean, I don't even think that's the case. Because like, you've been talking about this for years. You haven't been silent.
Yes.
So if they haven't gotten to you over the last 10, 12 years, why all of a sudden you want to dial back now? So if that's not the case, if you're not testifying, hush. Because now is your chance. Now is your chance. So I thought that was interesting.
Whew, Lord.
I don't like it.
I know. Okay, we got another heavy case that I just told sis about.
Girl.
I'm going to play the video because it is so egregious. You will not believe this. What I'm about to play for y'all. Here we go.
The mom who allegedly left her 3 kids to live in squalor all by themselves for over 4 years has had her first hearing. And the more information we get, the worse it is. If you don't know this case, her name is Kelli Bryant and she has 3 kids, a 15-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Since 2020 or 2021, she has left these kids to fend for themselves. When the children were discovered, they could barely walk because their toenails had grown so long. They were living in rooms full of trash and waste. Trash as high as 4 feet tall. The girls were sleeping on pizza boxes. And while she'd communicate with the 15-year-old to organize food drop-offs, she hadn't seen the girls, who are 12 and 13, in years. She really only communicated with the 15-year-old boy, and what's so sad is in the kids' phones, she was titled World Greatest Mom. In her phone, they were labeled Oldest, Kid 1, and Kid 2. So in the hearing, multiple people testified as to what happened. So over all these years, Kelli was making payments to a landlord every single month for her rent. All of a sudden, for months, Kelli stops paying and the landlord never hears from her, and so the landlord calls in a welfare check. So the police come one day and they knock on the door, no one answers, they leave. Well, the next day the landlord meets them there with a locksmith to unlock the doors to let them in to see what's going on. When they walk in, they immediately see the most disgusting place they have ever walked into. They said they had never walked into a home that smelled that bad that did not have a body in it. So the officer, he's walking around, all of a sudden he hears crying. So he realizes, okay, someone's here. And he finds the oldest child. The 12 and 13-year-old girls didn't come out until the 15-year-old boy called for them and said, like, hey, it's safe, you can come out now. And that is when they were immediately taken to a hospital. A doctor saw them. That doctor talks about how they didn't know how to brush their teeth. Their hair was matted. They didn't ever wash their hair. There was blood all in the sink after they brushed their teeth. One of the girls could barely hold her head up, and the doctor believes that she may have some delays, all of which have never been addressed all these years. All of their toenails were so long they had trouble walking. They were covered in bodily fluids and clearly were struggling physically. However, mentally, the doctor said they were able to communicate, answer questions, and they didn't seem mentally off from all this that they had been put through. And shockingly, they actually were at an appropriate, healthy weight. They were not underweight. And the reason they weren't underweight is because the mom was sending food to them. She was doing drop-offs for them. She would communicate with the 15-year-old about what they wanted. She would drop it off at the front door, text him to make sure he got it, and have him go right back inside. The kids were not allowed to be outside. No neighbors even knew that kids were there. And family, like her father, believed this whole time that the kids were with their father. Now, she's obviously called to the police station. She willingly goes there, talks to the police. That's when she asks them if there's anything she can do to help herself. Her nails were done. Her hair was done. She had makeup on. She had nice clothes on. And she told the officer she basically sacrificed her children for herself. Now, her defense attorney is saying she took care of them. She dropped food off to them. This isn't any type of child abuse. So how can you say this is a situation like that? Crazy. Investigators had to wear hazmat suits to go into this home to help these children and to investigate what was going on. Hazmat suits. They said they had never seen a place in that type of condition, and children were stuck in this home 24 hours a day. The kids were asked about their routine, and they would wake up, play on their phones and tablets, eat food, go to bed whenever they felt like it. No type of hygiene. She wasn't delivering hygiene products for them to even use if they wanted to. Never seeing daylight outside, going into the sun. They all had a vitamin D deficiency, which the defense attorney argued that most people have a vitamin D deficiency, so that's not indication of anything. So the judge hears all of this, and she was told way more than I'm even telling you about. And she said 100% these charges are relevant. She needs to go to trial. So as of now, she is waiting for that to happen. The children are now with a relative. They're being taken to a doctor. The ones that need it are going to physical and emotional therapy. This situation ended in the best possible outcome where her children are alive and they will be able to live the rest of their lives away from her.
So yeah, that's so disturbing. By the way, this takes place in Detroit. Okay, so and this is a recent case. This is May 19th. Yeah. To say it's not child abuse, it is definitely child neglect. You can't say it's not.
No, for sure.
Oh my God, this is so disgusting. Oh my God.
Okay. Definitely child neglect. Definitely child abuse. However, comma, I'm putting on my lawyer suit. The mom is not the only one that needs to go to trial here. Her entire bloodline. I don't know a single grandparent.
She said in the video that her grandfather, whoever, thought that the kids were with their dad.
How do you think that without speaking to your grandchildren who have phones? So
I don't know.
If I have 3 grandchildren, I can't just be like, I refuse to believe that the entire family on her side just took her word, oh, they're with their father.
Right.
And you never see them. You never talk to them. Not to mention they are teenagers without social media. Red flag.
Right.
Why didn't the children call someone?
Who are they going to call?
911. I'm only saying this because they literally saying they played on their phones, so the mother was able to contact them.
Yeah.
And at 15, no one would.
I think that's unfair to put that on a 15-year-old.
I'm not putting it on him.
Okay.
I'm thinking in the way that a defense attorney would think. From a prosecution, so you're the prosecutor right now.
Okay.
I'm the defense. Like, they're 15, their brains are not fully developed because they're not getting the right nutrients that they need. This case is heavy.
This is heavy.
This shit is heavy because are they white?
They're black. They're black. They're black.
That is crazy. That is insane. I don't even know what to say. I have so many questions, but I don't know. I want to keep up with this case because I want to know, like.
Oh, okay. So there's this article that I've linked in there. There's some stuff in here. This is from the mom's test. The mom said she initially claimed in the interview that she didn't have a support system. She later reportedly admitted she had communicated with the children's father and said they were unwilling to help her. She said she was going through something mentally and told the father of the children to take care of them. Bryant is reportedly a victim of assault, leading to her having mental health issues.
Okay.
She reportedly made cover stories for different people she knew. The grandfather believed the children were living with their father. Yeah.
This is going to be a tough one.
And she admitted she said she often talked to the oldest child, but not with the 2 youngest. My God.
And they all came from the same father.
Yeah.
So lock his ass up too.
She hasn't seen the 2 children in years. Oh my God.
But you stopped by the house that they were living in and dropped off food.
Yeah. So I guess the oldest who is a son, ask the girls what they wanted.
The father needs to have charges too. So those are your kids. You haven't seen them. You haven't talked to them. I mean, I know deadbeat fathers, but like, goddamn, this is a different level.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Prosecutors also said she prioritized hiding her children over their safety based on her telling detectives that she had a broken smoke detector so it wouldn't attract attention. And that she had actually taken the batteries out of the smoke detector and then just left them there. So God forbid that house get on fire. What? Oh my God. You got to read this article that's in there.
Send it to me?
It's in the the notes thing.
What?
The children had stopped going to school and were living in filth.
See, this is... Okay.
The children couldn't reach out to family because they didn't know their numbers, according to prosecutors.
Okay. That's fair.
One of the children claimed she never used soap in her hair because she didn't have any and believed it caused cancer.
Stop. That's stop.
No, this is actually child abuse. I'm sorry. I actually...
Yeah, I don't... no. Yeah, no. Yes.
Oh my God. I'll put this, if you're interested, I'm going to put this article in the description box as well if you want to read it. There's a lot more in the article that wasn't in that video and that we haven't said here. That's...
See, these are the type of stories and cases that need to be talked about over some of the bullshit that we see all the time.
Oh, for sure.
Like, that's crazy. That is crazy.
It's sad. It's sad. And it's like, I understand want to be like, well, where's the grandfathers? Where's the fathers? But also, again, sometimes people be having some weird ass family members, dog.
Some families are weird as hell.
Yeah, and then some relationships are just strained, or I don't want to watch them damn kids. I want to talk to them kids. That type of shit. Some people's families are weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I watched some dumbass Lifetime movie over the weekend. I don't know why. Oh, well, Simone told me to watch. First she said it was Girl in the Basement. Come to find out it was the wrong movie. So I wasted an hour and a half on the wrong movie. But anyway, The Girl in the Basement is about a story of survival. It's based off of a true story of a girl who was locked in her family's basement for 20 years by her father, all because she was just disobedient. Like, she was a teenager, 17, she ran away, stuck out the house, blah, blah, blah. And the father was a complete control freak. Long story short, he locked her in the basement for 20 years. She had 3 of his kids.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
Yeah.
Not the...
She had 3 of his kids, again, living in the basement of the house that she grew. She went downstairs with her father one day and never came back upstairs.
Damn.
For 20 years. Meanwhile, the mother's upstairs the whole time.
And she knows that her daughter's downstairs?
She just thinks that her daughter ran away because, ironically, a week beforehand, she had a conversation with her daughter, and the older sister was like, one day, I turned 18, I'm going to run, whatever.
Yeah,
she had
yeah.
a plan. She wanted to see the world, blah, blah, blah. And the mother was like, you should go see the world. So the father took that and was like, basically told the mother, like, yeah, she ran away.
And the mom never went in the basement?
Listen, don't get me started. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I understand that there's controlling men out here. I understand that. I get it. There's controlling women out here. But I'll be damned if I'm not allowed to go in a room in my own motherfucking house.
I'm telling you, like
I don't care.
Any black one would have been like,
damn. I mean, he would lock the basement. I don't give a shit.
Oh, hell no. That's even more suspicious.
I'm getting a locksmith. What is in that You're not about to have a lock. You want to have a lock on a tool shed? Cool.
Sherelle, this is crazy.
Listen, an hour and a half I wasted on that movie because I'm sitting here like, so you're telling me for 20 years this woman's daughter was downstairs, had 3 of her, not to mention one of the 3 kids, they had a plan. She had a plan. Somehow, some way she had a plan to get out. So the father agreed, and it was like she dropped the baby off on the front steps and left. The mother opened the door to see the baby.
Yeah.
But she had another note, and instead of the abused putting the note in the baby's blanket, she puts it in the bassinet. So who finds the note? The father.
God damn.
So the whole time she got 2 kids downstairs and the other one is upstairs being raised perfectly. He playing. And the father will come downstairs all the time, would eat with them, would give updates on the other kid. Oh yeah. He got a football game, and he's great. The whole time. Something happened. She got out because the daughter, one of his kids, got really sick, and she had to go to the hospital. Don't even know how they got out the house without the mother seeing it, and the daughter. So finally she got help at the hospital.
Oh my God!
20 years this girl was in the basements. They had like a whole basically what's a bomb room. What's the
bomb shelter?
Yeah. There was a bomb shelter in the basement. The father had it hidden behind a sliding bookshelf. You would never in a million years think. You couldn't hear her. You couldn't do nothing. Child. And what I'm saying is...
Oh my God.
I understand that there's controlling people
Sure.
and men and just crazy people in this world.
Yes.
But if you know of something or you just feel like something is off, I need you to step up.
So I'm telling you.
I need you to step up. Point blank period.
Oh my God.
Don't just put on the internet looking for help.
Right.
Okay?
Oh my God.
Don't just go on the internet looking for help.
That's crazy.
Speak up. Speak up. God. You walk by a house, and every time you walk by that house, it's just something off. Do something. Say something, because you never know.
Years.
Like this lady in Detroit, three children in that house.
And nobody knew they was there.
Nobody knew they was there.
Nobody knew them kids was there. Oh my God.
And that's how in the movie, the daughter, so them doctors like, we're having a hard time finding any medical records, but it's 14-year-old girl.
Right.
She don't got no vaccinations, no nothing.
Oh my God.
Open up your mouth. I'll be damned if you ain't about to have no locked doors in my house.
Hell no.
Okay? Open the door.
And me not know what's in there.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Hell no. I want it all. I want to see it all.
Whew. Okay, we're going to run through these couple of other ones really quick.
Hate these men.
No. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, totally. In other news, Klarna's on the verge of going into bankruptcy.
Well, that's what y'all get.
Because y'all not paying y'all money back. Y'all not paying y'all money back to Klarna, and they don't have no money.
That's Klarna's fault.
So,
dumbasses.
Klarna said... No, seriously.
Yeah,
yeah. Klarna said its net loss for the first 3 months of 2025, which is this year.
Yeah.
Totaled...
Now! Starting now!
Right now, okay. It said its net loss for the first 3 months of 2025 totaled $99 million, which is significantly worse than the $47 million loss it reported just a year ago.
Oh.
It comes as Klarna remains in pause mode regarding a highly anticipated U.S. IPO that was set to value the SoftBank-backed company at over $15 billion. Not anymore.
So you banking your business off of a maybe?
Yeah.
Did the Wolf of Wall Street not teach you anything?
Listen.
Did the recession not teach y'all anything?
Yeah, they're about to go. They might, yeah.
How long has Klarna been in business? Didn't they come about during COVID?
I wanna say a little bit before that, actually, but
because I'm like,
it doesn't say.
All of a sudden, like that was like the new thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now it's not.
Yeah, revenues at the firm increased 13% year over year to $701 million. Klarna said it now has 100 million active users and 724,000 merchant partners globally. Yikes. Prior to the IPO delay, Klarna has been on a marketing blitz touting itself as an artificial intelligence powered fintech. The company partnered up with ChatGPT maker OpenAI in 2023. A year later, Klarna used OpenAI technology to create an AI customer service assistant. Last week, Klarna CEO Sebastian said the company was able to shrink its headcount by about 40%, in part due to investments in AI. Well, that's your fucking problem.
Right.
You fire a whole bunch of people, and now you...
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for Klarna.
I don't either.
Do you feel nothing?
Nothing.
I feel nothing.
I've never even used Klarna.
Me neither.
Ever.
Do you watching? If you use Klarna, do you feel something?
I'm not about to go on a payment plan for a $20 skirt off of Fashion Nova.
It's actually insane.
I'm not doing that.
It's like, let's be...
Okay.
Grow up.
Seriously.
Go into debt like a real adult.
If you don't have $20 to buy that plastic pencil skirt...
Get a credit card like the real...
And you don't need to be going no damn where.
Yo.
Okay?
Get a credit card like a real American.
Literally. Lower your credit score like every other adult in America.
Okay. Hello? So yeah, there's that.
I mean, seriously.
I mean,
What's the other one? Klarna, and what's the other one?
Ooh, Naomi uses that one too. Klarna, Afterpay.
Okay.
Afterpay. I feel like there's one more too. Klarna. I can't use them. I was denied once, and I was like, you know what? That's the sign.
Wait, whoa. What do you mean you denied? You gotta get approved?
Yeah, girl. It's like, it's credit. It's credit.
Get the heck out of here.
You ain't know?
When I say I don't touch that shit,
Good.
if I need a t-shirt for $12 and I only got 14 in my account, then I just can't get the t-shirt.
Oh, no, girl. It's credit. It's like a credit card without an actual credit card.
Oh.
And you got to make payments, and if you don't, it's going to hit your credit.
I am judging everybody right now.
Yeah.
I am...
Yeah. They check your credit score. And at the time, they was like, your score is too low. And I was like, you know what? That's cool. I was like, you ain't got to worry about it, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. But yeah.
I am disgusted.
Wait. Okay, well, I'm curious. What did you think it was?
I really just thought it was like, okay, right now I can pay $3 and then I'm scheduling my next payment.
Like a layaway type of tool?
Literally, I thought that's what it was. I had no clue you had to be...
No.
You have to be approved to pay half of a...
Yeah, girl. So when people be like, yeah, I'm going to use Klarna to pay for my flight.
Wow!
Oh, yeah, you can pay for your flight with Klarna and Afterpay, I think.
I'm judging the fuck out of all y'all.
Yeah, girl.
Like,
I'm surprised you ain't know.
It's not often that my judgment is so apparent, but I'm judging the shit out of all y'all.
Yes, girl.
Everybody. And that goes for family members. I'm about to do a whole...
Yes.
I'm about to get in the group chat. Who use Klarna?
Yeah, girl. All of them.
Unacceptable.
All of that.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Two more things.
I'm disgusted.
I'm cracking up here. Two more things. A ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge this past weekend. I
don't trust it.
I don't know. I don't even have no details. I just know shit's weird. I mean, that's all I got for you. That's all. I'll put the video up here. You'll see it. I mean, I was like, oh.
It's a Mexican sailor ship.
I just want to know, like,
where'd it come from?
Where was the person who was driving the boat? Like, were you not paying attention?
Did people die? I know some people were injured.
I didn't hear of anybody dying, but I mean, that doesn't mean that they didn't. But I'm like, were you on deck playing around when you should have been steering a ship? Like, what? I don't know how ship shit works, okay? I don't know nothing about no ships. Starboard or whatever, like, whatever, right and left.
Starboard and port, I think.
Sure. I don't know nothing about that.
I remember it from Girl Scout camp, something like that.
It don't matter because nobody was starboarding or porting nothing.
Yes, I went to Girl Scout camp.
Because it went straight ahead up on that bridge.
It really did. But there were Mexican performers up there. Like, I don't know.
And I was just like, I know y'all see yourself going straight to...
Yeah, I know y'all see that bridge.
Why would y'all not get down?
The Mexican bridge is you can't miss, I mean...
The Mexican bridge.
The Mexican bridge?
You did. You meant to say the Brooklyn Bridge.
The Brooklyn Bridge, you can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
People walk across it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People really do walk across that bridge. I've never done it, but cool.
Yep. So there's that as well.
Speaking of cool
or hot. Oh. I don't know if you've been living over the rock, shorty, but the one of the biggest plantations in America burned down this past weekend as well.
Down
to the white meat.
I feel like I was watching.
Do you know that the server house didn't burn down at all? It was still standing. The servant's house.
I'm telling you, the ancestors.
Whole thing just burned up in flames, and there was nothing they could do about it.
Do they know what caused the fire?
Who fucking cares?
You know what? I'm just curious because I'm like,
I have no idea. Maybe it spontaneously combusted. I don't know. Maybe Sammy went in there with his guitar and said, Sammy went in there. I lied to you.
Traveling.
Don't know where I'm going. Remick and them was in there. Sammy.
Yo,
there's been a lot that has come out about this. First of all, did you know it was a plantation / resort?
Yes.
A lot of people used to have their weddings there. Fuck all of those people. Yes, you deserve to die. And I hope you burn in hell, just like your plantation, just like the plantation. There was a white guy who came across my timeline who said he used to do the tours there. And
a white guy doing a tour on the plantation,
and he said that he said that they were instructed to like not talk about any of the atrocities that happened on the plantation.
So this is his fault.
It would be like look at these flowers. These are flowers that George such and such would put in his room. Like little things like that. Like he was like they were instructed to say things like that instead of talk about the actual horrible things that happened on that plantation. Yeah, and so there was like there was like this one white lady who posted like her wedding photos, whatever. She was like, I can't believe this. Me and Jim got married. It's all burnt down now, and everybody was like, girl, fuck you and Jim in that plantation. So I've just enjoyed seeing it.
Listen,
it's great. I feel great.
Let me tell you, the ancestors are working overtime. I don't know what type of spirit is aligning with them, but they are working overtime right here in North Carolina. A clubhouse or museum,
Confederate
museum was destroyed by a tree. Like there's literally nothing left.
I love it. Wow.
It fell on top of all the Confederate flags and everything.
I love this.
So
turn it up. This is my favorite song. Turn it up.
Are we having a repeat of Birmingham?
Montgomery Brawl.
Did I say Birmingham? Montgomery in 2023 because listen.
Yeah.
Lake Lanier.
What about Lake Lanier?
I don't want to. Me and Brandon was talking about something tonight, and I could not think of the name.
Oh, okay. And it just came to you just now?
It literally just came to me.
That's fair.
48 hours later.
Yeah. I mean, we know it's a lot of spirits out there.
I couldn't, it was on the tip of my tongue. I was like, what is the name of that lake?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. I was like, yes, you do.
Wow, calm down. Not yes, you do.
48 hours later.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, so that's cool.
Damn.
Or it's hot. That's it for this week's episode, guys.
Ciao. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
You got a lot to think over.
You really do.
You do. You know?
Really, really do.
You know what you also had a lot to do?
Yeah.
You had a lot of time.
Yeah.
To leave a review.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No.
They ain't leave no review?
Because I checked. I did check.
Wow. Damn. You ain't even leave us a review for our 10th birthday that we didn't announce?
I was going to say, yeah. We didn't. Yeah. Yeah, I need y'all to do better.
Yeah. Or do something.
Yeah. So if there's not a review next week or money in our Cash App, more money in our Cash App.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to have beef.
Yeah. Big beef.
Normally I'd be like, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't this time.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
I'm in go mode. My Knicks is in the Eastern Conference Finals, so I need y'all to do better.
And y'all not even leaving reviews.
You can even leave a review talking shit about the Pacers. I'll take it. Don't talk shit about them.
I don't know if I'll take it. I don't have any beef with either team. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, you can't.
Huh?
You can't have beef with the Knicks.
I mean, I don't really care about the Knicks. Okay, well, oh my God. I mean, whatever. Anyway, we're on a bunch of things, okay? We're on
That's okay. You're finding it.
We're on Bluesky. We're on Bluesky at Headwrappod. Mm-hmm. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks. Headwraps. Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale, but not on sale. Remember, we have a Cash App. Send us some money for our birthday that just passed.
Right. You can send us $10. You can send us 10 times $10.
What's that? 100? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Cash App is $ Headwrappod. It's also in the description.
Yeah.
It's always there.
So it hasn't moved.
It has not moved. And then lastly, we're on a bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. If you had left a 5-star review. We would have read it on the air, but you didn't do that, did you?
No.
No, you didn't. Sis, you ain't got no joke for him?
I don't have a joke. I have a headache. That case really stressed me out.
Which with the mom and the kids? Yeah.
Like, I can't even.
And that's real.
I can't even.
You know? Yeah. I mean, these people didn't even wish us happy birthday, so do they even?
Oh, damn.
Because some of y'all been here for it.
Yeah,
a while.
Yeah, but you know, people have things going on they can't. And our, you know, Cinco de Mayo, people were out. It was a Monday. You know, people were out getting tacos and margaritas and, you know, appropriating Mexican culture. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Y'all was out there in sombreros?
They were.
That's racist.
You know.
Is it racist?
Cinco de Mayo, bar crawl. And stuff.
Oh, man.
You know.
Y'all gotta be better people.
Yeah.
Don't be a shitty person.
Don't be.
Don't be. Be a better person.
And leave us a review.
Yes. Okay. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.